Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to give you guys a update. I am 35 weeks. Yay! Whew, 35 is it's huge. Like it's a lot of twin moms that don't make it to 35. So I am 35 and we are hoping and praying that we make it to 36. And Chris really thinks that I will deliver or I'll go into labor on the 22nd. And I actually think that week too. Like, I don't know, I just have a feeling. But anyways, let's jump right into the recap of everything that's been going on cuz it's a lot. Um so the end of January, the 29th, I did a 5K. Yes, your girl did a 5K at 8 months pregnant. I was 33 weeks. Yeah, 33 weeks. And I loved it. It was the hot chocolate run. I really, really enjoyed that one. Shout out to A Navis and Chris for doing it with me. They were like I felt like they were like my support and definitely like you're not doing this alone. You are 8 months and we need to watch you. But I had a great time. It was super de duper cold, like so cold. It was 32. I think it was below 32 when we woke up. But anyways, um I do 5Ks based off the medals. I'm just going to be honest. And I really like the medals. Instead of getting a shirt, you got a jacket. So that was another thing. And like picking up the package, it was at like the private suites at the baseball stadium, and then they had like a whole like exhibit of different chocolates. So I took Maverick with me to that. He enjoyed that. And then after the race, they had the best hot chocolate in the world. Like it was so good. So they give you hot chocolate and like a thing of chocolate and bananas and crackers in it. Like I can't wait to do that race again next year. Yeah, it was really good. So that was on a Saturday at 7 in the morning. And then I go home and I have to prepare because if you haven't seen any of my social media, my mother is now a soror. She is an AKA. And I'm so like it was so emotional. It was long. It was a long day. Like it was so long. And I am pregnant and you wait and then you do all of this stuff. It was a lot. At one point, I was walking to the restroom and I had this really, really hard Braxton hits, and I just like had to stop and just breathe through it. I was just like, when is this gonna be over? Anyways, so and then after that, we went to Rosie's house because we had a big celebration for my mom and Frenchelle, and it was just like so rewarding to see someone that you love so much that gave birth to you come into the sorority. And like Charlotte was so appreciative, and like hearing their speeches and like everything that they went through, it was a good day. But your girl was tired because I did a 5K the day before, and here it is like 9 o'clock and I am still outside. Everybody knows my bedtime. Like I shut down at 7:30, but it was great. Of course, I'm looking at my notes. Oh, and so then the next week, this is the first week of February, I canceled all my appointments. I was like, nope, I'm not going to the MFM. I'm not going to the doctor. Like, I'm just going to rest. And that was a really, really good week. I rest the whole entire week. I needed to recover from the 5K and then everything that we had to do for AKA. So that was a great week. I didn't cancel my chiropractor appointment because like that's self-care and I love when she pops my neck. And yeah, so I still kept that appointment. And then your girl is still working, y'all. Yeah, but this is my last week of work. I officially stopped working on Friday, and it's not even like the business side, like work. It's like the extra stuff that I am in, because of course I'm still on the HOA board and uh, the African American Committee, and just like other stuff that I have commitments to that I'm trying to wrap up. That has been more taxing than actual like work, HR work, of Vo and Connect Pro work. So, but still, I am happy that I've passed off everything, majority of everything, and everybody pretty much knows like I am done on Friday. And then I don't know if this is everybody else, but I found out on Sunday that Maverick is out this whole week. So this whole that my last week of working and really trying to close everything out, Maverick is at home because it's like February break. That was kind of disappointing because I didn't know. And then because I try to schedule a majority of everything while he's at school. And then when I pick him up, I'm done and it's family time. But yeah, that kind of threw a lot of stuff off. But over the weekend, y'all, the weekend was definitely hard. I So one thing about me is I can't tell the difference from like sicknesses. Like it's just I'm sick. Those people were like, "Oh, this is the allergies. I have a cold. This is a sinus infection. This feels like the flu." Like I can't decipher what it is. It's just like I am sick. So over the weekend, I had allergies, really bad allergies. And the reason why I can't tell like allergies is because I didn't grow up with allergies. This is something recent. When I met Chris, that's when I developed allergies. When we got married, then all of a sudden I developed allergies. So I can't really just like know the difference. All I know is that I felt sick. And I remember it was like Saturday night. I was just like crying because, yes, I didn't feel good, but it was just one of those things where I was just like, why is this pregnancy so difficult? I just feel like every time I turn around, it's something. It's you have a cold, you don't feel good, you have a cold again. Oh, you have COVID. Like, I just was like, and then once I hit, is it 30? I'll say once I hit 30, like everything slowed down for me. I couldn't move or operate. Like you feel the heaviness of the pregnancy, and they are so big, and I'm so tired, and I'm not sleeping because I can't sleep. So it was a combination of like lack of sleep, um, I'm constantly blowing my nose and the itchy, runny eyes. I finally Googled it and I was like, oh, that's allergies. And just like the weight of having twins and everything, I truly had a breakdown. And I was just like, why is this so hard? Just comparing everything that I had with Maverick, because Maverick was such an easy pregnancy, like no morning sickness, no anything. So of course, the Holy Spirit was just like, after I cried to Chris and everything, and then I had my prayer session, it was just like, okay, life is hard, life is not easy, and I need you to lean on me. And so that's kind of like the revelation I got. It was like, you are not about to get through this pregnancy or labor and delivery on your own. Stop trying to figure it out or calculate dates or think you are in control of what is going to happen at the end. Like just trust me and lean on me, cuz as soon as after I went through my emotional breakdown, then I was of of course, praying and stuff like that. And it's like everything turned around, and it's like, see, you gonna need my help. I need you to understand that all these breathing techniques and the Bradley methods and, relaxing, that's great and all, but you're going to need to pray your way and lean on me during this labor and delivery when they come. So that was the lesson I definitely learned over this weekend. Today we had our MFM appointment. The girls are fine. Mila's fluid is perfect. Marley's fluid is like, it's like 8.2. Just, it's so little that they didn't even like say the number. Like, I just saw it on the screen. I was like, y'all are being obsessive with all these doctor's appointments, but whatever. Unfortunately, they're still, well, I'm not even going to say unfortunately, they are still breached at the moment. So the MFM, which is, she's super supportive of me trying to do natural, delivery, vaginal delivery. But even her today was like, oh, they're breached, you're gonna have a C-section. And I was like, what's the real reason that breached equal, like, medical reason that breach equals C-section? And so I'm looking at Chris, and Chris is looking at me like, why do you ask these questions if you don't even care? Like the response or whatever. But I do want to know, like, information for information purposes only. And so she's just like, well, first of all, she's black, and she got real relaxed. And she was like, well, first of all, they don't teach you in medical school. Like, they teach you if it's breached, you do C-section. And so, again, like I had said earlier in those videos, they're worried that the canal isn't open wide enough when the baby's descending. So once the head comes down, like, it gets stuck. Which confirms what my midwife said, that it's on the provider to know when you're fully dilated and when to instruct you or not instruct you to push, so everything can come out. But that was just after the appointment. I was in the car and I was like, okay, God, can you give me a sign that I'm doing this right, or I'm supposed to be doing this? And at this point, I am just trusting. Like, I want everyone to know that I'm not against C-sections or epidurals. Like, epidurals is cool with me. Pain, give me what you need to do in the natural, and then we can believe in the natural and the supernatural. Like, that's how I am. So that's how I know it's really like the will of God for me to go through this process. So I am trusting God first and foremost, and whatever happens at the end happens at the end. But I do have this feeling that if I just be like, oh, okay, we're doing the C-section, and go to that route because, like, that's what it is, I do feel like I'm disobeying God. So I am going to proceed with the birthing center, and we have an appointment with her on Friday. I'm excited about that because I called her after her appointment, and she was like, no. And she was like, we're going to have a 2-hour appointment on Friday, and I'm going to tell you all the risk, the pros, the cons, and start watching Breech videos and everything. I am confident. Like, her confidence is just on 10. And if I look back at everything that has happened, because, oh yeah, I was asking God to provide the money to pay for the to go through the go through the birthing center, which was $5,500, because we can't use our insurance. Within a week, he provided, and he actually provided it twice, like this way and this way. So it's just been too many confirmations and signs like, I got you, just trust me. And I don't know if he's testing me just to be like, I just want to see if you're gonna go through it, and then like we go into the hospital, which I am cool with. So I am going to continue to trust without doubt. And that's like the whole theme of Mila and Marley. When I got the bad news about the doctors and like, you're not gonna have any more kids, you stopped their cycle. And I was still like, no, but God keep on telling me that Mila is coming. And boom. So this whole, I feel like I'm yelling at you guys. I'm sorry. This the whole pregnancy has been about like trusting and believing. And why would I stop at the end just because your girl is breached? When I have some, God provided Allison who was like, I know what I'm doing. It's gonna happen. Anyways, in my prayer time this morning, I was reading Acts 10, and Cornelius, he prayed at the ninth hour every day, which is just 3 p.m. So Holy Spirit was like, I need you to pray every day at 3 o'clock until the babies come. I was like, cool. So today was the first day I was in here praying. And it's crazy because Chris was like looking for me. And he was like, I just didn't know where you were. And so finally, because the lights were off and I was praying in tongues, so I wasn't like yet loud. So he came in here and I was just crying, bawling. And he was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm just praying. So he came in here and we both just started praying and confessing the word. And like, we're going to just be obedient and not doubt. And I thought it was, because Chris don't never be checking for me like that. Like, I'm somewhere in the house. This is not like I left or anything. But for him to at 3, it was probably like 3:03 for him to be like, no, where are you, to come in here and to pray with me at 3 o'clock. I thought that was definitely significant, and for us to be on the same page and really talk about um our hesitations or just reservations, and then come up with alternatives and solutions. So we write down a list of questions for Allison and just alternatives. But we're like, we know at the end of the day, these girls are destined by God. So can't nothing happen to them. Like, literally nothing. God gave them to us. So their whole life is about blessings and prosperous. I'm looking at their pictures, like blessed and prosperous child. So yeah. Sorry that this is a little bit of a longer video, but I feel like I hadn't talked to you guys in a while, and I had a lot of stuff on my list. And yeah, we are looking forward to 36 weeks, which is the official mark of we can go to the birthing center. So y'all pray at 3 o'clock too. We can all be praying at 3 o'clock, and we shall go from there. And I can't wait to give you a recap on the midwife. So thank you for watching. Talk to you soon.